Hey guys, today I'm bringing you a Lux support game. Been mixing in some support games along with some of the jungle ones just to break it up a little bit. Plus if I get a little bit bored, it's just something different. Today we're running with Arcane Comment, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Scorch, Delivery Biscuits, or Biscuit Deliveries, and Cosmic Insight with double adaptive force and some defense runes. Played a few games now as Lux and I think it's a very overpowered low elo option. She has unbelievable poke in lane. I'm just going to come and help cover Samira here, who seems to have been caught by the gank, but she's got away. That's cool. So hopefully Kha'Zix doesn't want to be coming here. I'm just going to keep a lookout in case. They're actually coming over my ward, so I can see they're coming. I'm going to help myself with some free damage here. I love starting with E to do that. E has a really good sort of cooldown and mana cost as a first option. I only ever take Q if you're looking to do an invade, because if you can land that Q and you're going as a team to invade, you're able to get the stun and it adds your passive for more damage, which is all really good stuff. But E, even though it doesn't root them in place, it does slow them. It has a massive hitbox and it also applies your passive as well. So we're going to look to help do a leash here. And what we're going to be doing is leveling up E max first, E, Q, W, and obviously your R as it comes. But we're going to look to get big poke early on with E. It's incredibly hard for the enemy to dodge. You can often get both of the opponents on it, especially like a Rakan that's going to be looking to be sort of melee. Oh, there we go, straight away, both of them. It's the reason we're using Comet as well, because there is a bit of a slow effect on it, and it's very hard to dodge. I've definitely tilted some ADCs using it as well. I'm happy to sort of poke on either of these two guys. I know that Ezreal can obviously shift out. I've stepped back a bit here, but we're getting level 2 first. I shouldn't have. Just going to throw this Q out. We got that on. I didn't explode my E then, but Samira got the kill, so that's absolutely fine. Just going to pressure Rakan now. That was really good engage from Samira there. Really nice. Or whether you didn't like that. I don't know why she's backing now. That's in a terrible place. That's clearly going to just freeze just in front of the tower. In fact, I'm just going to probably push it. I'm leaving it. It's under tower pretty much anyway, so I'm just going to force this under. That's a really bad call from Samira. Should not have left that. Better to just back. No, he was going to freeze that and catching them again. Not under tower. Yeah, that was that. I should have shoved that straight away. That was a terrible place to leave it. They're still going to be able to freeze it under tower. It's quite a big wave though, so it hopefully will push. Yeah, it's sort of frozen there now because Ezreal got back. First off, what I'm going to go for is an Amp Tome. AP is key. You just keep slamming those E's. I've got the second point in E before I get W. Because I think W's shield is pretty weak. Even if you land both parts of the W, it's not overly helpful. And you only really want Q for the root itself, so 1 point in that's usually fine. But we will get a point in W because they can be sort of clutch for the early fights. So I'm happy to just, we've got Mana Flow Band and we've got Biscuit, so I'm happy to keep using E as much as I want. That's the reason you take the Biscuits as well, just because it can be very mana hungry if you're continuously throwing those E's out. I'm just trying to stop Ezreal farming as well. I don't want to step too far forward because you get this, get the root, put the E down for the slow. Should have just blown up the E, but Samira could have this. I just need to catch up. Coming off cooldown. Throw the E out to get the root out. You want to make sure you try and get at least one auto attack off as well when you land an ability, because the Lux passive does massive damage when you pop it off on their enemy. And obviously Q and E both apply that passive to the enemy. I'm just going to keep doing this to help make them stay back. Samira's going in again, just going to throw that W. See, that's a reasonable shield, but late game's not easy to land. That's nice. I think Samira will get that kill. And that's the thing as well, you just land the Qs and then you really just cannot miss your E. If I just get one more hit on Ezreal with Comet, that's an easy finish. So it's just like that. Make sure she isn't taking damage. I'm not sure where the jungler is right this second. And help herself to plates. Pushing really hard like this as well just allows you to get more spell thieves off. I need to back off. Ziggs isn't coming. We've got awards so we can see what's happening. Oh. So Ziggs sort of wasted his ult there. Not too early in the game for him to be able to get a kill. Okay, so we want to look at getting some boots now. It means we can get in and out a lot easier. If you've got the gold, it's really nice to just go off and buy your sword shoes straight out if you can. If you've got a good few kills under your belt. I've done really well because remembering that we are support, so we're not there to just take kills off of Samira, and the Fed Samira is excellent as well. So we're going to try and rotate, see if we can help here, but I think I don't know if they started Drake, but that was really bad timing to do so because we are obviously blacking. We've got a ward on Drake, so we know they're not going to take it up, and if they do, we can rotate. Ideally I can get 6 before they try and make a play for it, because with R you're able to just laser beam people from a distance. Oh, I don't know how that missed. Both of them missed. They're going to be playing super defensive now, just because they've been caught by E way too many times. But you can just leave E up as well as a zoning tool. Because as you can see when you put E out, it's got such a big radius that it blocks entire pathways. So it's really good to use it as a deterrent. See, look how much it chunks. We've got taken Ezreal to half health for what? Just from throwing out E's and having to be absolutely nowhere near him. Especially if you can control the bushes like this really easily. And it works really well against anyone defensive. We're going to flash out here because they're obviously coming for that gank. That's annoying, but oh well. Managed to take Drake in that period, so it's not too bad. I've got level 6 now, which is good. And that's another thing, is like there's no point investing loads of points in W because it's quite hard to land it, especially in a frantic fight like that. Trying to get the 2 dead straight parts is very frustrating. I'm going to take XP. I probably should have just tried to grab the CS if I can, but struggled a little bit. I'm going to throw the Q out. Oh, excellent. No way you're getting out of that. Oh, Samira, come on Samira, tell me you've got that. I did all the hard bit. Never mind. So that's what you do as well. You land the root, you throw the E out and you ult. So when they come out of the root and you're mid ult, they're slowed so they can't get away from your ult as well. It's a really nice way to try and do it. Oh, block it off with the E. Oh, we got the hit, but he flashed over the corner there. That's cool. We got his flash at least. So as you sort of saw on Ezreal then, that all our abilities combo really nicely into each other. The Q, the E and the ult. Oh, got ourselves a free control wall, we'll take that. I should be quite far ahead of Rakan with the support item as well, just because we've done so much poke and got so much gold. There we go again. Even if we don't kill him, that's a lot of damage. Take a plate. Just keep throwing the D out, doubles again. As you can see, it's so easy. And again, we've got control of the bush. I'm just going to step up. They can't come and farm if I come and stand here. Continue to max E. Another thing I need to be careful of is basically sort of a Rakan alt flash engage. What we're doing, Samira, backing off. We have complete control of this lane. We've got vision in the river. Not sure what you're worried about. If Diana pops up, we should see her. Got ult up as well, so if we engage, just clear that in. That's a bit odd. Unless Diana is in our side, there's nothing to be worried about. Oh, they've just put some control ward down then. Oh, it moved too fast. Oh. Yeah, Ezreal can't do a thing on his own. He's got vision in this bush as well, so I can't go running into this forward one. Gonna come have a little look up the river. Go with Samira. After we've got this here, we can get the root. It's quite helpful as well that if you can come and take the shield of this off for junglers, especially early on, it's quite nice. I'm not sure why these guys are so far forward, but I'm going to throw E out to zone them out. Going to land the root. I'm going to throw my ignite down to help get the kill. Going to block them off with my ulti. Going to throw the shield out as well. There we go. Double kill. As they were so far forward, and with the E I threw out, Rakan had half a chance of getting out. Ezreal did not, 'cause he can't get across at the E, it's too big. And then once I caught Rakan with the root, he had no chance either. So this is how you need to play Lux. You sort of stay back and you zone with your abilities. Again, it's nice if you can do the early damage in a fight. So you do a lot of the poke damage if you've been doing here. And then your ADC takes the final kill. Oh, just going to land a double root. E. Bring the shield out. Can we get any more out of this? Oh, trying to help Ezreal here if I can. Throw the root out. Got the root. Make sure we're doing that passive damage. Samira got a kill here. Oh, Samira got killed by the Ziggs ult, but that's not too bad. 3 for 1 on their gank. Yeah, I don't want to take that. Didn't know where he was going. I would say Ziggs is out. I wouldn't go chasing it. Just going to stick some vision up here. We've got a Drake to take, so we might as well. Go through this shield so he doesn't get hurt over there. Ezreal didn't like that. He was telling Samira to run more, but Samira ended up getting a couple of kills out of it, so I'm not sure what he thinks he's complaining about. I'm out of mana, so I need to back off now. Great. Now I'm going to go with Ludens. The burst damage and the magic pen that comes with the passive is really, really good. With this along with the boots, Sorcerer's Boots, is incredibly powerful, especially early on. If you can get your mythic and the tier 2 boots early on, there's not a lot that the enemy can do in lane. You land any slow or any root. It also helps you to zone in a sort of semi-global. Your R has an incredibly large range. I can just see Samira going for something here. Get some more vision. So I'm now going to move across to see if I can help with my R. They're sort of fighting in the middle of nowhere, but need to start getting some vision out. See, let's get the tip. There's no point firing it there. Just going to force this in under turret then while I'm waiting. See that bounce when I threw the ability out then? That's Luden's. There we go, pushes that under turret. Hopefully, well, Ziggs isn't going to get the XP, so that's alright. Well, we have complete cover over this side of the map, because they're all top side. Now let's see if I can land the Q over this wall. Just need him to step up a little bit. Do that. Yep, landed it. Get the ult off as well. Easy kill. No, not doing too bad here. Yeah, Ezreal is somewhat tilted at the moment. Push this under the turret. Get a little bit of loot. Gonna get the ignite off here. Oh, we've got Ziggs and Diana, so we just need to get out. I have got no chance. That's a pity. It's our first death though, so it's not too bad. I'm gonna pick up our boots. We've done what we need to. If not, Lux, you idiot, lose bot lane. Run, kid, run. Well, I am part of bot lane. I am the support, so yes, without me, he would likely have lost. Not sure what his point is there, but he can have that. If that makes him feel better, it's not a problem. We've got our Samira getting incredibly fed. She's got a shield bow now as well. Nice. Let's see if I can come and get an ult. Where are we going? Just see if I can try and land something here. Bit slow. Get the ult. Oh, didn't quite kill him. I can't got a shield off. Ziggs is really strong at the moment. We can't do much about that. All I can do is scare him off. I do try and shield the jungler over the wall with W sometimes, just so he maximises the healing he gets off of. Oh, that's a bit of a waste. Maximises the healing he gets off of his mobs. Yeah, Ziggs tried a wild ulti from nowhere then, which is fair enough. I'm not sure what the cooldown on it is like, so I expect it's not too bad. Let's get some vision out here. We do have dragon coming up. I root this. Mirror take it. Just want to put a ward up here. Deep ward so we can see them coming for Drake. Just wonder if I can land the Q again. No, he's on the far side. He's not going to come close to this side this time. Hopefully learn. I'm guessing he's learned from his mistakes. Ow. Ow. Ed's finally landing that poke that he should have probably been trying to land from the beginning. But obviously our E is far too oppressive early on. So you can land the EQ. Oh, need to flash out of there. We'll just ult through it. Oh, and the comet killed. That was nice. I'm gonna throw a shield out, can't do too much here. Oh, Ez. Oh, got the Ezreal as well. Good times. Playing on the limits here. I think I better back. Size. Ziggs is not enjoying his team. Our next power spike here is once we got the attenuator. It allows you to have a really big burst of damage every now and then. Once you use it, it does go on a bit of a cooldown. But this is really good for that initial burst of damage in a fight. Especially if you're walking along and you're just getting your... trying to get my ult out here. Nice, there you go. A big chunk of damage. Throw a shield out in case anyone jumps in. Samira got Diana, and they should help themselves with a Drake. I'm just going to push this in. I've been trying to work a lot more on my sort of macro play and making sure that lanes are pushing out So one of the big things that we do is not finish off objectives. You see how this middle tower has like, had no health on it for ages? I mean, it's all well and good doing these plays, but we need to push this. Like, we don't need Herald to get that. There's no need for it at all. It's now wasting time trying to charge it down. Whereas if he just dropped it up here, it probably would have been charging on the next turret already. Here we go. We might even be able to take this. We've got a wave. There's no need. We shouldn't be backing off here. We've got two top side. We had a handful of them here.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Gonna get the kill. Yeah. Gonna throw out the Q. Got the root. Gonna throw the E out just to try and zone a bit of damage now. Ooh, can't do much here. Got the root. I think our only issue now is it's going to be Irelia. Irelia seems incredibly strong. Currently in 11.17, it's been tuned down a bit, but her self-heal is still really strong when she's in a fight. I basically don't want to go anywhere near her. I need to let them front line fight. I suspect if I get too many kills though, then Aurelia's going to try and jump on me every single time. I really want to avoid having to get a stopwatch, but I might have to. Yeah, all that work we've done to get Samira fed early on, it's not coming to too much at the moment. I think she can 1v1 anyone apart from that Irelia basically. But they're going around in 2s and 3s, and we need to make sure we're doing the same. Need to come bot, so I stay mid. Rise needs to be watching mid, not just farming farming jungle camps. At this level, it's one of the biggest things I see. As a jungler, I notice it. As a support, but I don't want them myself, I see it. And that is just, instead of picking up farm in their lanes, they start farming jungle camps. I understand if you've got nothing in your lane to farm, but often that is not the case. I'm guessing they watch the pros do it, so they've got to do it as well. It's going to come across. I've got my ult. Too early. Kha'Zix still got her? No, Kha'Zix died. Oh, I didn't mean to auto attack that, so I'll have to flash out. I'm trying to throw a shield out. Throw the Q. Oh, how that's not happened, I don't know. Oh, got Rise coming now. Cover that root, cover it with a root, throw out a slow. There we go. Managed to get away for now. Got Irelia still lurking. We can do damage to Irelia, it's absolutely fine. But she isn't the only one with self-heal, so I don't really want to be... Oh, they lined up too well with that. That's just insane. That's not on me. I mean, there's no way that I knew that those two were going to line up for my Q and my ulti. Couldn't help themselves then. But I'll take those kills. That's a nice. That's at 2.5k gold now. Help myself. If you want to be like utility, you most certainly can pick up like a Morello. It's going to be poking here. Nice kill for Garen. Pick up things like Morellos and stopwatch to make yourself tankier or put the anti-heal on, but ideally I just want to be a laser beaming Lux from distance. So what we're going to do is go for the Horizon item in a moment. It's going to come across. Oh, they killed Aurelia, so it's nice. Just starting those camps off for Garen. Again, we're not moving towards the Drake. Another thing that happens at this elo, this is sort of gold 4 by the way. You don't see people arriving for things on time. Even I'm late now because I didn't see him going across to it, but I was putting out vision. There we go. So we're going to go back now and get our horizon focus. This obviously allows us to do more damage the further away we are when we use our abilities. I think it's just something like 700 yards, meters or whatever it is. I'm going to pick up a stopwatch just because Aurelia and Diana are going to dive me. But now, whenever we obviously attack from a really long range, we're going to do loads of extra damage. And when we're going to be throwing our R's out absolutely all the time, that's going to be ace. And it should allow us to chunk people a lot easier. We haven't got any big tanks we're against in this game, so we haven't got a Mundo wearing Spirit Visage or anything like that. So we should be able to do a fair amount of damage. You can land that. I don't want to use my R because, yeah, no need. We can land a root or something on somebody. Throw out E. Throw out the W. Yeah, Ezreal's pretty weak. We completely sort of choked him out of the game early on. Gonna throw an R out in a minute, he's on low health. Oh, get Aurelia. Popped her lifeline. Passive off of her item, which is nice. Just pop it in. Keep trying to stay away from Diana here. Just throw my ignite out as well. We really need to take this. We're incredibly strong in this game. We've gone really well. Exactly what I wanted to show. Look at that. Unnecessary, just thrown out E. Oh, anyone get on that? Oh, just gonna get him again. See, my R's already back up as well, even though we just used it. Lux R has a ridiculously short cooldown, especially towards the end of the game. It's one of the reasons that with your secondary, I've taken obviously Biscuits and Cosmic Insight. However, you can go something like Cheap Shot and Eyeball Collection, but you never need to worry about Relentless Hunter or Ultimate Hunter even, because your ulti is always on such a short cooldown in general, it's not worth using. But if you want to go max damage, then having things like Cheap Shot and Eyeball Collection are fantastic. Again, especially the fact that you've got roots and slows in your kit, you're always going to be picking up extra damage. This game I probably could have got away with it because I wasn't too mana hungry in that early game. You only get a bit mana hungry on Lux as if you can't land your E's in your Q's, which obviously does get quite frustrating. You pick up a lot of assists with Lux as well. Once you start throwing W's out late game, as your ADCs are getting kills. Well, this is going to be my Lux support game, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a go yourself. It's absolutely free at low level, and catch you next time. Bye.